Hi, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a kind of go through of all my product empties, what I've been using up, if I liked it, will I be repurchasing it, who I'd recommend it for, all that stuff. So I have literally a huge big box. I've let it go, and finally I was like, my drawer in my IKEA Alex drawer thing, I keep the very bottom drawer is all where I put my empties, and it was starting to get where I couldn't even close it, and I was like, it is time. So I'm gonna go through, there's no rhyme or reason. There's skincare products here, there's makeup products, there's hair products, all that stuff. I'm just gonna kind of grab and go. I'll put all the information on the screen and down below in the description bar, but just kind of go through, let you know my thoughts, if it worked for me, if I'll be repurchasing it, and if I'd recommend it. So stay tuned. So the first product is this Skin. It's literally just the box because I've used up all the pads inside of it. But this is the Skinbetter Science. This is the AlphaRet Exfoliating Peel Pad. So I purchased this from the medical spa that I go to, the med spa that I go to. They recommended it. I think I started out when I first started doing it just once a week, and then kind of let my skin kind of build up, and then I did it twice a week, and then by the time I got through with this box, I was 2-3 times a week. So you do it in the at night. It's a nighttime regimen. It does say that it's all skin types. It's a triple acid. It's enhanced with their patented retinoid AlphaRet, which exfoliates skin, leaving it bright and smooth. And it has individual packaged pads in here that come in here, so nothing dries out. You don't have to worry about, even if you forget about it or whatever, everything is individually packaged, so there's no drying out. I absolutely love this stuff. I allowed myself to run out of it, and I'm noticing that my skin is more dry. I'm noticing that it's a lot more dull. I don't even know, but it's just not as young looking, vibrant, that sort of thing. So I am going to my spa appointment in a couple months or a couple weeks. I go every month, and we'll be picking up another box of these. They are not cheap. They are definitely not cheap. They're so worth it. Even my dermatologist, this is the line that she carries in her practice or whatever, and she recommends it. So my dermatologist recommends it. My med spa recommends it. It's good stuff. So next is the Olly. I guess that's how you say it. These are the vitamins for glowing skin. This is formulated with hyaluronic acid, collagen, and sea buckthorn. I do have to say, when I was using it, obviously it's completely gone. When I was using it, I did notice my skin did look more glowing. I felt like my nails stopped breaking. They're so small now. But the only problem that I have with it is it has sugar in it, and because I'm doing Whole30, and even on a normal basis, I generally do like paleo or keto, it does have 4 grams of carbohydrates in it, and it's 3 grams of sugar. So I try to steer away from that. So that's the only negative that I have with it, is that it's gummy. Yes, gummies have sugar in it. That's why they taste so yummy. These are not the exception. They definitely taste very, very good, but I just can't have them with my diet. But I definitely would recommend, if you're a gummy vitamin person or looking for something for like hair, skin, and nails and stuff like that, definitely would recommend you trying out this. So next is the Pure Miracle Mist. This is the hydrating spray. It is so gone. What I used for this was, when I get out of the shower, I normally dry my face off. And you're not really supposed to do that. You're supposed to leave your face damp when you're putting on like a toner or serum and stuff like that. It needs to be slightly damped, and I always forgot. So what I liked doing was I would kind of pat my face dry with a towel to get the water off. And then before I put on any of my serums or my toner, I would spray my face with this, so that I'm not just using water to dampen my face. This, I felt like, had the hydrating benefits that I was looking for, really kind of gave that nice buffer to my skin, and then I put on my toner, my serums, that sort of thing. So that's what I used it for. I really, really liked it, and it's something that I definitely will be purchasing, because it's a step that I haven't been doing, because I wasn't sure if it was beneficial, if I saw any difference, but since not adding it, I'm like, yes, I see a difference. So I like this stuff. So next is the Skinbetter Science. This is the trio. This is the Rebalancing Moisture Treatment. It's a slippery little bottle. This is for all skin types. You're supposed to use it in the morning and in the evening. I loved this as well. It has this little pump out, little doohickey mechanism. can pump a little bit, you can pump a lot. And I used it and my skin really, really liked it. The problem I have with skincare is there's so much stuff out that when I find something, I'm like, yeah, it's nice. But then there's like 10,000 other things that I'm like, I wanna try that, and I wanna try that, and I wanna try that. But what I love about doing these videos is I also can look back and go, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I did really like it. I felt like it did well for my skin. It is not a cheap product. Again, this is something I get from my med spa. My dermatologist also carries it. So they both recommend it. Definitely a great brand, but I have some other things that I want to try out before I go back to this one, but highly would recommend it if you are looking to spend a lot of money but see results. So next is the Kate Somerville. This is the goat milk moisturizing cream. So this is to be used in the morning and at night. Comes in a little container like that. I literally scraped everything off of it. This stuff is so nice. The only problem I have with it is it was kind of watery. So sometimes when I'd open it like this, especially when it's full, it would like fall out because it is more of the liquid side. I wish it was just a little bit thicker, but I liked it because it was very sensitive for my skin. Like I didn't feel like it irritated. And what I used it for was I use it in combination with the Skinbetter Science. But to add, like, I'm a moisturizing freak, okay? Let's just say that. My skin is so dry that I'm like piling everything on. But what I liked about it was when I did my like dermaflash, my skin exfoliation, or would I go and do a hydrofacial, I would use this because I felt like this was more calming because it had that goat milk in it. And I felt like when on the days that my skin felt a little irritated or red or inflamed or whatever, I would use this instead of the Skinbetter Science, the trio, and it just kind of soothed my skin. So it, for whatever reason, the moisturizer in itself kept cooler than like normal lotions and stuff like that, which added to that cooling effect. And that like when your skin is just inflamed and you can feel it kind of burning, and then you put something like this on, it's like, ah. So that's kind of what I used for. If you have sensitive skin, definitely would recommend trying this out. If you have red skin, it's just very, very gentle and it's not thick. So I think definitely if you are oily, you would like this as well. So I think it would work for a variety, but definitely somebody who has like redness or sensitivity, that sort of thing, you're definitely gonna like this. So next is a mask. This is the Boscia, I don't even know. I'll put everything down, everything on the screen, everything below will be listed. But this is their MATCHA Magic Super-Antioxidant Mask. So this is supposed to reveal radiant, healthy, and youthful looking skin over time while protecting skin against the signs of aging caused by abuse from the elements. So you're supposed to put it on, leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes. I was super disappointed because I guess I left it like half cocked or something like that, but air did get into it and it is super dry. So I might be able to like put some water in it and mix it up, but I feel like that's gonna get rid of it. But I did really like this. I felt like it was very soothing. I felt like it did, my skin looked very, very soft and radiant afterwards. And it's definitely a mask that I want to continue using in the future. So I will be repurchasing this one. I just gotta make sure I close it next time so it doesn't dry out because this stuff is not cheap. So next is the Ordinary. This is their hyaluronic acid 2% plus B5. So this is a brand that is really, really intriguing. So I purchased mine off of Ulta. I don't know where else you can get it, but it's a super, super affordable brand. I think, I don't know, I'll put the price somewhere around here, but I think it's like $5.99 or something like that for this little bottle, which is super, super cheap. I did like this stuff. I didn't really notice a difference. Like I didn't feel like my skin was any less dry or anything like that. I felt like it kind of added another step to my routine that didn't really have any results. But I definitely want to try some of their other products out that are really, really intriguing, that some of the influencers that I follow recommend. It's not a bad brand to start. I don't think that this product didn't do anything with or for me. I feel like because I had so many other things in my arsenal, maybe I couldn't see the benefits of it. But since not using it, it's nothing that I'm like, okay. And just to let you guys know, this is like over probably 4 months, 5 months of products. So I didn't like get rid of us all at the same time. And a lot of these products I wasn't using all at the same time. So it's not like, okay, well, wait a minute, you stopped all this stuff. So how do you know what really worked or what didn't? This is a accumulation of several months. So as I've emptied it, I've put it in the drawer or whatever. So I've kind of emptied them all at different times. So I would recommend this if you are somebody who is especially younger, who maybe doesn't have a lot of money to spend on skincare. I think their products are decent. I've seen them all over the place. I know a lot of influencers, I've even seen estheticians recommend a lot of the products. So definitely a brand that is super affordable. If you are somebody who doesn't want to spend a lot of money or somebody who's on a tight budget, definitely give this brand a look at. So next is the Belief. This is their Witch Hazel Herbal Extract Toner. It is formulated for dry skin. It is supposed to soothe and provide essential nutrients to dry skin. It's formulated with witch hazel extract, which helps to minimize moisture depletion and revives dry, tired looking skin. I love this stuff. So normally what I do is when I get out of the shower, I do the hydrating mist or some kind of dampen my face, and then I will go in with toner, and this is the stuff that I was using for the longest time. I am using another one that I do not like, but I'm trying to use it up because it's not cheap. I will be going back to this one. I definitely saw a difference. As soon as I started using the other toner, I was like, no. But because I've already committed to the other toner, I'm going to use it, but I don't like it as much as this one. I just like it. And this definitely, I saw a difference in. So if you're looking for a toner, definitely check this out. And I believe, I will put somewhere on the screen if I'm wrong, but I believe this is on the clean list at Sephora. It's not a super affordable brand, but it's not super expensive as well. It's kind of in that middle, but I believe it is on the clean list. So that's a plus. It's a plus as well. So next is the Glow Recipe. This is the Plump Hyaluronic Serum. This is Deep Hydration Glow. A couple things about this. This is the most recent serum that I used up. I didn't like it. I didn't notice anything. I thought it was really, really sticky. And one thing, like if you look at it, it looks like that. I kept thinking I was like, oh my gosh, this is like an endless bottle. It's never gonna end or whatever. And I hated it so much. I shouldn't say I hated it so much. I just didn't feel like it really did anything, but I thought that I still had a whole bunch. That is not product, that is glass. That is how thick the glass is. The product is literally only this much. Okay, so this is 1 fluid ounce. So I guess it's pretty normal, but my gosh, you can kill somebody with this. If you throw this at somebody and hit them in the perfect spot on their head, they would bare minimum have a concussion. Bare minimum. I mean, it is a super thick, it's super heavy kind of thing. I feel bad throwing it away because I feel like I should multi-purpose it for something. I feel like that's the whole, it's a pretty kind of thing or whatever. I didn't really feel like it did anything to my skin. Wouldn't really recommend it. Ninja moves. That's what we're working with this morning. So the next product is the Tula Skincare. This is the Super Calm Gentle Milk Cleanser. So I did a whole video on Tula Skincare, so I'm gonna link that down below. I'm not gonna go too much in depth with this. It was not my favorite. I felt like this cleanser was too milky, I guess. I didn't feel like it really cleaned my skin. So if I was doing a double cleansing method, like if I was doing a balm, like a cleansing balm, and then I would come in after this, it'd probably be okay. But for like this face makeup right here, where I have a full face on, I've got lots of layers going on, this would not even break the surface. It would not take anything off. I just feel like it didn't really cleanse. But if you're looking for a moisturizer, like say you haven't worn makeup in a couple days and your skin's not really that dirty, this would be perfect, but I wear makeup every single day, so this just didn't work for me. It was gentle, it was very calming. It's something that I would feel comfortable with my daughter using, and probably it would be appropriate. She's 12. It felt gentle enough where it didn't strip the skin or anything like that, but it just didn't clean very well. So I just didn't like this one as much. This is the Tula Cult Classic Purifying Face Cleanser. So I got this in the small bottle because after using that one, I was like, I'm not sure. Because I thought for this one, I thought it was going to be super drying, and it is not. This cleanser to me will work for every skin type. If you're dry like me and you hate that stripping sensation, you won't get it. I feel like it suds up really well. It cleanses your skin so you don't have to do a double cleansing method or anything like that. For a full face of makeup, I feel confident that it would take every last bit off of it. I would just be able to scrub it off, but I won't get that stripping feeling where, you know, you walk out of the shower and you're like, like hurry up and put moisturizer on. I didn't feel like it with this, but I also didn't feel like I had anything on my skin. Like if you're oily and you're like, hey, I don't really want a moisturizing cleanser, I still think this would work for you. I think it just cleanses your face, like takes away the impurities, but leaves whatever oil you have on your face off. That may not sound appealing if you have oily skin, I'm sorry, but I feel like it would still take some of it off, but not a lot of it. It wouldn't strip it away, but definitely would like this. I am going to be purchasing the full amount. I have one more cleanser that I'm using that I'm not that much in love with, but as soon as I finish that, I will be going back to this because it's that good. So next is the Mary Kay. This is the Timewise Firming Eye Cream. So I got this in a little sample. I have a lovely Mary Kay lady who is not pushy at all that reaches out to me every couple months and just says, hey, do you need anything? And that's it. And I'm like, yes, thank you. Thank you. I will stay with you forever because you're not pushy. But I appreciate it. This is, like I said, a sample that she had put into one of the bags that I had gotten, and I really, really liked it. I used it up. I like it. I like it. I don't feel like it is going to be, I feel like I might alternate between eye creams because to me, an eye cream, you don't really know how well it is until after you stop using it. So I feel like I just finished this up last week. So I feel like I need to go about like try another different one and see if I see a difference. But I do like this one. I do feel like it did a really good job of filling in those lines. Not good on eye circles, which is kind of what I'm battling right now. So I'm flipping over to more of a targeted dark eye circle, but that's not what they say it's for. So I can't knock it because it doesn't do dark eye circles, but I'm looking for something that firms, fills, and helps with the dark eye circles. So I'm on that mission. So next is the Little Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. So I got this as obviously a little sample. I used every last bit of it. It is replenishing Japanese purple rice for dry skin. Love this stuff. It is super thick. A little bit does go a long way, but I don't do a little bit of anything. I was like, smother it all around, just put it in. Yes, yes. So I definitely will be picking up the full size version. I'm not excited about how much the full size version is. I think it's like $52 or something like that, but I like it. If you have dry skin and you're looking for a thick moisturizer, I think this one might be what you're looking for. So next is the Skinbetter Science. This is the Rejuvenate Smoothing Interfuse Intensive Lines Treatment. So what I did was I bought this as kind of a sample pack. It had something else, some other lotion or whatever that ended up breaking me out. But what I did was I bought this for my necklines. So I have horrible necklines. It's called tech neck. I'm not on the phone as much as other people. Like at work, I'm like not on my phone. I'm like at work like this or whatever. I think because I never really cared for my neck like I should have in my 20s. If you're in your 20s, please take care of your neck. Your neck and chest are so important, but you will show age in your neck and your chest and you won't be able to do anything about it because it'll be too late. So please, please start taking care of your neck and your chest area. Do it for me because I feel like my age, like everybody's like, oh my gosh, you look like you're in your 20s. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And then I feel like you look at my neck and chest and you're like, I have a very aged neck. So I bought this stuff in hopes that it will fill in those lines. It didn't do anything. But for what it's worth, this product wasn't made to do those lines. It was to do like small little like crow's feet and stuff like that. So if you have fine lines, I think this would work. I did see a little bit of improvement in the elasticity in my neck, but I'm going to have to do something extreme. I think I'm past the point of skincare on those babies. So next is the eye treatment. This is the Skinbetter Infused Treatment Eye Cream. It was okay. I didn't really see any difference. I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to do. I'm sure it's supposed to smooth. It says rejuvenate, smooth, or whatever. Didn't do anything for me. So next is the Tula So Pumpkin Exfoliating Sugar Scrub. This is one of the special editions. It's with Sean Johnson East, the collaboration or whatever. It was a seasonal thing, obviously for the fall because pumpkins for the fall. They do have a regular sugar scrub. I don't think it has like the pumpkin extract in it. I'm sure it's pretty much the same sugar extract or sugar scrub, but I really, really, really like this. I felt like it was gentle. I felt like it didn't strip my skin. I felt like it was something that I could use throughout the week, and it didn't really like impact any of my other exfoliation stuff. I don't like, you can over exfoliate obviously, but I try to find that happy medium. But I just felt like this was perfect. I did it a little bit on my neck. I felt like it was gentle on my neck. I didn't like scrub it or anything like that, but I just kind of gently, but on my chest, I did scrub it, and I felt like it cleaned up those areas. I felt like it did look more radiant, and it was very, very gentle. So definitely would recommend. Obviously this one is no longer sold, but the regular Tula's regular sugar scrub is, and I think it's probably very comparable to that. So it's something that I will be picking up and include in my regular skincare regimen, and definitely would recommend that you try it out as well. So next is the Paula's Choice Skin Recovering Hydrating Treatment Mask. So this is for normal, dry, and very dry skin. And what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to apply a layer, let it sit for 20 minutes, and then wash off. Or if needed, it can be used overnight, and you just wake up the next morning and kind of rinse your face. This was my nighttime mask. I have run out recently, and my skin is so dry. What I loved about this was not only did I feel like it hydrated my skin, like it really did sink in and help with my skin's hydration, I feel it also created a barrier on my skin. So it was like, you know, I usually have the fan on, so it's kind of whipping that cold air around. It's very dry here in Texas, but I just feel like it kind of created a barrier so that the hydration just sat on my skin. So my body was creating whatever little oil it does. Then it was kind of help creating that moisture barrier. And then there was another barrier over it. Love this stuff. I will be going on the website and picking this up because it is absolutely phenomenal. I cannot say that enough. It is definitely a skin saver. If you have dry and very dry skin, please run out and get this. It is super, super affordable. But the other products that I tried a while ago, like this one lasted me a long, long time. I don't use it in the summertime because I don't need it, but I do like their products, and I will be picking up some more to try out because I think it's an affordable brand, and I think they have some good stuff in here, so recommend that. So next is shampoo. So this is the Living Proof Perfect Day Shampoo. This is by far one of my staples. I kind of go back to it. I'll try out something and then I kind of come back to it. I love the fact that I have oily hair. I have such dry skin, and then I have a super oily scalp, like super oily. Like at the end of the day, it looks like I had put oil in it. If only I could move it down to my face, my life would be perfect. I would never complain. But that's not the way that it is. So I like this stuff because it does leave your hair cleaner longer. For my oily hair, I feel like at the end of the day, it didn't look greasy, it didn't look grimy. It just really did feel clean, and it felt clean longer than what other shampoos. So it is not an affordable brand, but I feel like it does a really good job of it does a variety of things. So definitely would recommend it if you have oily hair. If you have normal hair, I think you would like it or whatever, but definitely if you have oily hair, you will definitely like it. So next is the Solid Beauty Cleanser. This is the ultimate makeup sponge and brush cleaner. So I've tried a couple other like dupes to this, I guess, or other things. This is hands down my favorite. I've used every single bit of it. It does something to the makeup to literally make it just kind of fall off. You don't even have to sit there and scrub that much. You just swish it a little bit, and it's just like all the makeup just magically disappears from it. It is phenomenal. I do not clean my makeup brushes enough. I need to get in a regimen and start writing it down in my calendar so that I can make sure that I'm consistent, but this definitely is a staple. I picked up a little small one and was amazed by it, and then went ahead and picked up the bigger version. It is not an affordable product, but I feel like it lasted me a long time, and it really does do a good job of cleaning your makeup brushes. And I even clean my eye makeup brushes with it, and I've never gotten any eye irritation or styes or anything like that. That has never happened with this. Definitely would recommend it. That is my product empties for this, whatever this is, this first half of the year, whatever. But like I said, this is like 3 to 4 months, maybe even 5 months worth of products and stuff that I went through. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you found some things that you liked. I will put everything in the description bar so you have that information. If you have any questions, please leave your comments below, but hopefully enjoy the video. Until next time, bye.